Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queenswitch. So last time gave me a couple of difficulties, but in the end I stumbled my way into this very interesting place, Mavlov's laboratory, where said Mavlov is experimenting on mirelings, trying to make them intelligent, which would be amazing if it ended up working, but we'll see about that. Yeah, something has been going wrong with his experiment, apparently, and he doesn't know what exactly. So we're supposed to look for whatever might be causing that, and, you know, along the way, weeding out the mirelings that have become savage again. Like these here, according to the map. This is another farm where mirelings are being taught to hoe rows and weed cabbage fields. This group is entirely unenthusiastic about it. They aren't even carrying tools. Mavlov hasn't been able to fully educate them, or maybe they were upset by seeing you fight mirelings across the river. At any rate, they work out their frustrations by immediately attacking you. Well, that is unfortunate, but par for the course for mirelings, of course. Well, these aren't very many, so I think we're okay. Not using very many spells either, because we're going into this dungeon already down a bit of mana. Well, of course, now a couple more are approaching here, but we're doing a great job of baiting so far, if I do say so myself. Bleeding twice, probably not enough to kill it. Nope, not quite. Maybe you can finish him off, though. Yep. Sure enough. Wait, this one didn't die? But he's bleeding, though. How the heck did he get his turn, but not take any bleeding damage? Or did he? Huh. I don't know. Well. Vicious strike, bleeding, and slowed. Awesome. Oh, wow. And then he gets hit. And gets hit critically, but only for, you know, a very small amount, all things considered. Try to finish him off. And it says that he's still bleeding, so should definitely die on his next turn. Yep, there we go. Okay, so he did take. I did see the number there. I thought so, at least. I guess he must have had more health than I thought. It looked like he was already down to a sliver, but I guess they do have quite a few hit points, so it might be deceiving. Yeah, either way, these are very easy to deal with, even without any buffs or anything. So hopefully we should be able to regain some mana from this fight. Of course, I could have decided to return to Civilization to prepare properly for this dungeon before I even started it, but I figured I wanted to give myself, you know, a little bit of a challenge, perhaps, or rather, not make things too easy. Okay, we did get 2 energy back, which is definitely beneficial. Mireling Woodsman. Let's see what else we have available here. We've got some kind of building. That's not looking so good, although I guess these thorny, dead woods are pretty normal for the Ariel as well. Okay, masons. And we don't even get a message about these here. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Should I? Yeah, sure. I guess. They do have spellcasters, which is... or at least they look like spellcasters. Which might mean that they're going to be a little bit nastier. Nice critical. Always appreciate it. Yeah, maybe we should start dealing with those. Alright. Huh? Oh, he was knocked back all the way. That's annoying, but not too bad. Nice one. And that did indeed cause confusion. On a random party member, no less. That's really strange. Well, actually, It tried to confuse both Atantuo and Kellogg. This is so strange. Such a weird bow. But it is good, and the confusion hasn't really been hurting me much so far. Well, okay. Just as I said that might be the worst thing that has come of it so far. Someone being completely stunned. I think we want to heal you. I would like to get to that other Mirling spellcaster. I guess I can. Obviously I was hoping to get Kellogg's turn for some AoE action, but there's one trick, yeah. I don't know, at this point that doesn't seem very necessary anymore, so we'll just go with a decent shock spell, some normal attacks, evaded. Not evaded, wow, and then, of course, as soon as we do get hit, we get crit, and this time for a not so insignificant amount. Oh, that's okay. Shock. Shoot. You can shock again as well. Oh no. Well, heavy blow. Good damage. Confused again. But by itself that doesn't do anything, so it's fine. Well, that was alright. Did get back some energy. Scroll of Mercy. Actually, I mean, it's useful enough. Inventory's getting a little bit full, but that's fine. So what exactly is this? Can we enter it? You failed to get this door open, even after a vigorous shouldering. It's barred from the other side. Okay, so that's going to be our way back then. Presumably. Woodsman it is. The Mirelings here have been put to work chopping down trees and sawing them into planks. They're good at bringing trees down. The boards aren't quite Ariel quality, but they're fine. Huh, interesting. However, when they see you, they cease their work. Maybe your presence panics them. Alternately, maybe they think that you are an unusual form of tree needing to be converted into planks. Really? I was really hoping that Mavlov's experiments would be a little bit more, a little bit more successful. My god, that's the word. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna slow them down. At least it worked on all of them. Let's just attack. I mean, it looks like there isn't a lot more to this map and this dungeon, so maybe I don't need to be preserving my mana as much as I have been doing. Confusion resisted. It's only supposed to be a 10% chance though, right? I mean, insofar as that tooltip gives any kind of clear indication what's going on. Of course, the bow only says 10% chance to confuse. It doesn't say that it confuses yourself, let alone other party members. But it does say 10%. You're bleeding and poisoned. You're gonna die. Heavy blow. Good hit. It seems to definitely trigger more recently. Doesn't it? I mean, I've been using this bow for a while, and the confusion hasn't happened nearly as much in the beginning, I think anyway. It's, I don't know, it might be completely subjective. It probably is. Because I don't see why that would have changed at all. Well, no confusion this time. Maybe it is really just a 10% chance that I've been getting a bit unlucky here. More like a 50% activation rate. Oh, that's nasty. It's actually really, really nasty. Probably should have attacked that guy. Oh, okay, good. He got his turn. He died immediately. Yeah, I think we want to heal. He's probably not gonna shock right away again, but you never know. Oh, yeah, that wasn't very smart, but that's okay. Are they coming, actually? I mean, it's fine by me either way, because we can just shoot through the trees, but they cannot walk through the trees. So we'll take full advantage of that. Feeling absolutely no shame. Because there are a lot of them. So caution is definitely well justified here. Well, doubt we're gonna get all three of those down by just normally attacking, at least not before they reach us. Can't quite reach them myself yet. But I think we have one more turn before they can actually do anything to us. Confusion. And he got afraid. Okay, well. Oh, hey, he still didn't reach us, so I think we're good. That was a good hit. And that's the wolves dealt with. Oh wow, we also regained a lot of energy? Is that more than 2? I guess we did kill a lot of enemies, so shouldn't be too surprising. Let's see. More wolves, of course. But we'll see if the rest of them are gonna join in. Yep, they totally will. That's okay. Kill this one. Okay, so I had to pause there for a second. Right, wolves. I mean, I don't... whatever. Technically, I don't want to... What's going on? Why can I not... Huh? Hold on. Why can I not hit that hotkey? I guess I had already hit some kind of key? Unknowingly? That was weird. I was trying to hit the hotkey for Poison Rain, like I eventually did. Well, okay. So yeah, I don't necessarily want to spend as much energy as I have been spending. But then again, we still have our potions, and the dungeon is probably not going to be super long. Unless there is a major indoors or underground portion, but I don't know. There might be. But then again, there might not be. Confusion resisted. I mean, I guess it's fine. Mostly because we are pretty good at resisting the confusion, even when it happens. And if nothing else, it certainly does mix things up a little bit. I mean, technically, it's probably something I should not just accept. But then again, we've been fine so far. Even more wolves. Just stop already. Come on. What is here, actually? Some kind of camp? Suspiciously empty, though. And no message about anything. Bronze neck piece. Yeah, that's not gonna be very useful. Except for selling. Alright. The woods here are slowly being overrun by the thorny enchanted aerial thickets. Yeah, I noticed. The land here is dead. Lots of trash and bones have been dumped back here. On the other side of the stream you see an enormous mire boar. You're surprised to see it back here. It must have snuck into the woods. When it sees you, it picks up a large brick and tosses it lightly in its hand, testing its weight. Wonderful. But, I mean, that being said, ouch! You jerk. He has a lot of hit points. Can I teleport myself to you? There is a clear path, game. So, is the teleport functionally just a charge? Because that's kind of lame. I should be easily able to teleport myself across. I mean, with this layout, it really doesn't make any sense to try to walk all the way to it. So I think we're just going to have a range fight. And that's... I forgot that I was still in teleport mode. That was dumb. But okay, well... I guess we'll just fight the guy from over here. Of course, he resisted the confusion. What? Oh, I just forgot to switch to my bow. I don't know. Today's not my day. That's okay. I think I'll manage. This is not a very hard dungeon, thankfully. I'm gonna try and confuse him again, I guess. Well, he does have 80% mental resist. I don't know. Yeah, it didn't work. That's fine. You just keep attacking. You actually switch to your bow. Stop being dumb. And I could poison him, but I think I'm just gonna go with shocks for some decent damage. He hasn't really been doing much so far. Well, throwing some rocks, I guess. Dealing the occasional damage, but nothing terrible so far. He got confused. Stun resisted. Nice. Heavy blow, please. Alright, decent. Yeah, shock again. Heavy blow again. Not much of a boss fight, is it? I mean... Oh, okay. Something did eventually happen. He waited a long time, though. He's almost dead. The Mire Boar lets out an enraged roar. Several Mirelings slip out of the aerial thicket to the north. The Mire Boars seem like mindless creatures, and yet they seem to be able to command the smaller Mirelings effortlessly. Well, there are a lot of them, but again, he's basically out of the picture at this point. As in right now. You deal a death blow to the enormous Mire Boar. It roars in agony and collapses. The ground shakes when this wall of muscle lands. Watcher Mavlov didn't seem to know that this thing was back here. You would probably want to know. Yeah. Even though, interestingly, we don't actually have a quest for this place. Not officially. Alright, we killed the one mage, it looks like. Only one of them? Huh. Right away, before he could do anything, that was lucky. I was actually hoping for one of them to start moving toward him, but I guess they did now. You know what? Take out that flinger. So we can start dealing with these melee enemies on this side. Not quite standing close enough together to make AoE useful yet, but we'll see. Or, you know, they could just decide to come dribbling in one by one, letting me easily pick them off. Not that they would pose much of a threat otherwise. Yeah, it's just a very strange setup for a boss fight. I mean, I guess the idea was that we would awkwardly try to make our way toward him. Maybe, I don't know. I suppose you could be playing the game with a much more melee-focused party. But I would expect the vast majority of players to have at least one mage and one priest. And even your warriors can easily enough just switch to their ranged weapon and use their exact same skills and do almost as much damage as with their main weapon. So it's really, yeah, I don't know what the idea was here. There is also no extra loot, notably. No, and this is actually not a set location. Okay, well, that was a very, very short dungeon, actually, and very simple. But interesting thematically. Too bad it didn't, I don't know. Yeah, none of the Mirelings actually survived, did they? Well, I found and slew a Boar, and I tell the epic tale. Mavlov is unhappy to hear how crazed all of his Mirelings have become, but he is thrilled to hear about the Boar. Of course, there is nothing wrong with my plan at all. It is only the rank presence of the Boar that made my Mirelings rebel. Thank you so much. Now my work can resume. There is no chance of failure. I'm sure of it. Please look in my quarters upstairs and help yourself to anything you find. Are you ever going to make the Boars intelligent? Of course not. That is impossible. Don't be silly. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it seems like he's just mad, and there's absolutely no chance he'll ever succeed. But one can hope. Ariel Pole Shard. Arcane gear, which we can use, technically, but... Arcane Spear. 20% crit chance is nice, of course, but the damage is not amazing. And obviously it has no slots and no other special effect. So unfortunately, this is not really useful. Stability torque. I mean... yeah, no. Everything we have has more extra slots or more interesting bonuses by itself. Okay. So, just more stuff for selling. Oh well. Well, an interesting little distraction. I guess we... Uh-oh. Don't... I don't want to. Greetings to you. Hey. Okay. Nope. God damn it. I really did not want to have to fight these, but here we are. Let's make it as quickly as possible. As quick as possible. Like, well... like so, I guess. Thankfully, they're basically positioned in the perfect way. The occasional miss notwithstanding, but yeah, this is thankfully going to be over pretty quickly, which, you know, tends to be the case when I actually freely use my spells. There. Sorry about that, Mirelings, but, well, I guess not really. Not all that sorry after all. Where are we? Right, trying to make my way up to the Garden of Pulchritude. That place. My place of shame, I guess, in a way. Oh, you can walk through here. But there's actually nothing here, so why did I do that? No idea. There are wolves wandering those thickets. You're suddenly brought up short by a wall of trees. They weren't there a moment before. Well, this hasn't happened in a while, but I guess we are still in the Ariel Woods, so this kind of thing should be expected. Now they are a thick wall that utterly blocks your path. You ponder the difficulties of getting an army through this forest. You picture your soldiers getting split up, lost and consumed by these woods. Without Ariel allies, your forces will have no chance of making them your vassals again. You know what? Out of all the vassal nations, or the potential vassals, this one is the one that certainly makes the most sense, where it makes the most sense that we have to ally ourselves with some of them before we can even start to do anything to use our military power at all. I did not see this group of mirelings at all, by the way, before we ran into them, but once again, I'm just gonna try to make it quick. I did see a group of what looked like people wandering as well. I wonder if they're hostile or maybe also lost like us. But then they should probably be Ariel natives, so why would they be lost? I don't need to attack these at all, but that's fine. Okay, he didn't die, not quite. Oh, thanks for coming close. How very convenient. Yeah, I mean, they do look like people, right? Not shades or anything. I guess we'll see. I probably shouldn't. They're most likely enemies, but... Yep. In fact, they are shades. Okay. That's fine. I guess I'll be fighting all the optional, non-rewarding fights I can find today. Should probably be trying to take out the ones that look like spellcasters. Do they have less health? No. Still. That sounds nasty. Whatever it is they actually do to attack. I mean, should probably take that one out. And he should probably not be standing there. Thankfully he dodged. So let's see here. Just finish him off. Alright, you can switch places. Taking some nasty damage here. Maybe I should have healed, but I think we should be fine for this fight. Oh, wow. Especially when we can just end it like that. I'm gonna go with a healing wave. End combat, and of course we did this for absolutely nothing, as I expected. Right. With this we made our way over here. We discovered Pickett's Break, which is useful, so we can just teleport back and not worry about, you know, changing and shifting forest pathways ever again, basically. Who are you? This is a small Ariel village, straddling the road through these deep woods. There are no blessed here, it's just a humble farming town. The sort you pretty much never saw before your mother dumped you into Sacramentum. You try to talk to the people here, but it is an odd experience. They are dazed. They barely seem to notice that you are here, that you are there. They respond to all of your questions with mumbles. Very odd. You ask around to find out if anybody has seen Sage Quentin. Nobody tells you anything of use. Well, and by doing so, or not doing so, they tell us all we need to know. If we had any doubts that we were heading in the right direction, which we didn't. You leave the village and enter the deep woods. It's a beautiful forest, the most lovely you've ever seen. Flowers coat the ground. The trees are a vibrant green. The scent of all the flora makes you dizzy. Yet you don't allow yourself to be complacent. You don't miss the occasional piles of bones in the undergrowth. The dizziness you feel isn't entirely natural. There is magic in this place, and it's dangerous. Right. I wonder if... Oh, among the bones, at the end of this path, you'll find a stoppered ceramic flask. Really? Oh, that's actually Quicksilver, not an additional flask. And once again, I did not see any enemies there, but I guess they must have been there. Just attack. Just evade, I guess. I mean, we're still not, surprisingly, not super low on mana. Still, might be worth slowing them down. Or would it? I don't know. Just drink another potion. I mean, he of all people needs to be a little bit conservative, perhaps. Although we can always fast travel back to some kind of outpost. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Just for the sake of, efficiency, I would like to discover the entrance to the Garden of Pulchritude first, though, so we can fast travel back. I don't know why I wasn't focusing on the Basilisk. Well, that problem's gone now anyway, if it ever was one. Infused. But Radiance helped. Yeah, I mean, we also have that. It doesn't seem to kick in a lot, but we do have that as an option as well, so that certainly helps to counteract the effects, possible adverse effects of that bow even more. Well, this time I see them. Somehow I wasn't expecting them to reach us as fast as they did, but that's okay. That's not so okay. Well, all right. I think we maybe just attack you. This is not good. Why are they so angry at our priest? Holy crap. Kill yourself, please. That was scarier than it needed to be. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would do that before they got a chance to do anything, but yikes. Well, we did evade the first fire breath, but the second one was pretty damaging. Actually, I didn't realize that these were fire lizards, and I think all the others were leaping lizards, or something. Yeah. Pretty sure they looked exactly the same. Maybe the shade of red was slightly different. Either way, this one should hopefully die before it can breathe again. There we go. Okay, that could have been bad. Was almost bad. Heal yourself a little bit, and I probably want you to heal him a bit more. No need to take any unnecessary risks, or any more than we've already taken. There's some bones on the ground. Might mean that there is something to find. Or maybe not. Okay, the next report. No theft. Sweet. And we're... yeah, still losing more Quicksilver than we make. Definitely need to fix that at some point, but everything else is maxed out, so that's good. Okay, we got some snakes, but we've actually seen everything, mostly. Yeah. Map is entirely discovered. And I don't see anything that's immediately sticking out as a possible special encounter. Oh, I didn't realize we had already entered. I guess we can talk to this person here. This woman is a mage and a high official of the Ariel. You can tell from her robes and her imperial manner, confident and superior even for her people. Her skin is a deep, rich green. She has been drinking elixir since she was an infant. She turns and takes you in at a glance. Ah, Haven, yes? I am Blessed Saltus of the Council of Sliven. You are taking in the sights, yes? I would be very wary, I mean. Council of Sliven. Sliven is pretty far away. Also, wait. There are supposed to be 3 people in the Council of Sliven. And I was under the impression that we had met all of them. You're on the Council of Sliven? I am so honored. I am one of the highest leaders of this region. She holds out her hand. Her skin has a rich green color in the forest sunlight. You see? Is that correct? Am I confusing something here? I wouldn't be surprised if I was, but... I have urgent business with you, do I? I don't think I do. She seems confused. I'm not in Sliven. That is where decisions are made. I'm here on a pilgrimage, rearranging my thoughts. It is very rude for you to disturb me with such matters here. Who's in charge at Sliven? We of the council take turns giving directions in Sliven. Currently, Yair the dancer is there. Okay, so, but I thought Istara was actually on the council, representing the Trench Town, or is it a triad of actual Blessed, and then Istara as a representative of the Trench Town? I guess that's maybe it. I thought maybe, at first I thought that she here was just confused, or perhaps an apparition of an earlier council member, or, you know, something of that sort. But I guess I was just mistaken about the actual political situation. What is happening here? I have no idea. I don't need to. Yair is entirely competent. I know that all is well. Oh, did we ask what's happening here or what's happening there in Sliven? I don't know. Another question. Tell me about the Garden of Pulchritude. It was the most beautiful place in the Ariel Woods. Alas, some sort of irritating magical horror has claimed it. What is it infested with? Oh, I don't know. The Ariel Woods are full of raw magic. It creates all sorts of mischievous beasts. I'm too busy to catalog them all. I have taken steps to solve the problem. Have you? What steps have you taken? I have sent word of this circumstance back to Sliven. Yair the dancer is the counselor on duty there now. I'm sure that she will act. Is Yair actually doing anything? She thinks on this. Well, I have been waiting for some time, but no forces have arrived to aid me. I suspect that this is evidence of a careful, thorough approach. I grow ever more confident that this problem will be solved. Sure, I'm absolutely convinced that's what's going on. Anything I can do to help? She looks at your weaponry. You are from Haven. Your kind always boasts of your supreme military confidence. If you think you can enter the garden and not have your mind devoured, you are welcome to try. Well, I'm not sure we can. We also brought our own source of confusion as well, but we can at least try. Wait, I thought that was something else to ask about, but I guess not. Well, this didn't really teach us anything new. Yeah, I completely missed that we had already discovered the entrance here, which means that we can travel back now, and we definitely will. We weren't in terrible shape, actually, all things considered, but, you know, definitely not something, or that dungeon is definitely not one I want to take any risks with. Sell things, yes. This will not be useful ever. This will not be useful. This will also not be useful, I think. Stun resist. Let's just make absolutely sure. The thing is, I mean, stun resistance is decent, I guess, but not super necessary. Also, it has less augment slots than most of our things. Yeah, no, I don't think so. And this extra scroll of mercy I'm going to put into our reserve inventory. There we go. Alright, with that, well, actually, we are ready to go to head in here for real, but I've also managed to waste enough time with that easy first dungeon that we did today, and I guess just wandering around, that I think I don't want to start this for real in this episode. Oh, I guess we can get the proper introduction here that I missed the first time around. You enter the Garden of Pulchritude. This is one of the most beautiful groves in the Ariel Woods, and that is saying something. Unfortunately, it has been lost to neglect. You can sense the infestation from here. You have had practice dealing with the mental tricks the Ariel Woods play on you. You feel confident in your ability to resist the effects of the seductive pollen in the air. To the west, you see Ariel who weren't so lucky. They wander up and down the path, dazed, tending to the plants. I mean, that should hopefully mean that they're not aggressive. Charmed Ariel. Unless, of course, the source of the corruption, the Mind Eater or whatever it is here, yeah, the Mind Warper, feels threatened by us and commands them to attack, which is probably exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll deal with that next time, because this dungeon might be challenging. I remember the first encounter with the Mind Warpers being pretty nasty, and this is quite a bit deeper into the area, so yeah, I'm definitely being cautious about this one. So yeah, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.